in the current model of corporate, big international conglomerate corporate ownership, the incentive to produce good and valuable news is simply not there. American journalism is in need of a spine transplant. Let the treatment begin today with those of you in this room. You can take this message home with you. You can take it back to your desks and your workplaces, to your colleagues and your fellow citizens. Magnify it, multiply it, and spread it. Make it something that cannot be ignored.
Journalists are one of the single biggest contributors to the way in which information gets released in today's society. This, according to the Society of Professional Journalists. Having such a pivotal role in society is what sets the journalism field apart from many other industries. According to the Society of Professional Journalists, there are a few guidelines all journalists must follow in order to be successful: promoting the flow of information, maintaining and upholding constant protection of First Amendment rights, and encouraging a climate in which journalism can be practiced freely. These are just three of what could be an endless number of practices. This being said, the issue of journalistic integrity is something that has gone on for years. Many journalists have ventured outside the lines of objective reporting in the coverage of government, politics, and entertainment news alike. As tainted as each particular industry's news coverage may be, a completely different area has suffered the most. The media coverage of sports has changed not only the way in which the games are played, but also the way in which we, the public, view sports as a whole. Sporting events, professional athletes, and the money that surround both are what seems to attract the public. Regardless of why sports captivate millions each year, sports are unlike anything else in American life. Athletes today are different than in previous generations. Professional athletes are not only famous because of their athletic ability in today's world, persona, style of dress, and even the cars they own appeal to more than just sports enthusiasts. According to a recent Nielsen study, reality television is the most watched programming in terms of viewers for the first part of 2011. The study showed that viewers in the United States chose to watch reality television, or in other words, the personal lives of others, more than any other type of programming. This statistic displays a few things, largest though, the deep interest many have in the lives of others. Living in a society who values money and the material things it brings about, one can wonder if journalism will ever see a time when stories are not based off personal lives of athletes in a time of struggle or misfortune. May it be a criminal record from a particular player's past to a certain superstar partaking in a civil disagreement with his spouse. Sports journalism today seems to be completely engulfed with such instances. The constant sensationalism of stories is where the problem begins. Too much in today's sporting news, stories that have absolutely no relation to the athlete's on-field performance are what viewers are seeing. I am not defending any athlete who breaks the laws. Just because they are famous does not mean they shouldn't live by the same laws the rest of the nation must adhere to. An athlete who breaks the law should face the consequences and deal with the burden that comes with the story being published for millions to see. As strongly as I feel about athletes dealing with the consequences when they break laws, I feel even stronger for the dismissal of stories of another type. Athletes being regarded as role models.
I am not a role model. I am not paid to be a role model. I am paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court. Parents should be role models. Just because I dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids.
This debate in itself has been going on for years. Whether a child or parent partakes in the idolization of a professional athlete is up to the particular individuals. No one should tell another human being how to live their life. But when the time comes when society wonders why our younger generations look, talk, and even walk in the manner they do, the reflection in which the American public displays will be one that has been falsified. This falsification of who we are as a society will lead directly back to one thing: journalists portraying and, in many cases, idolizing athletes who are famous for a single reason: their athletic ability.